All right, gang, we are going to be talking about lesson 3.1b, identify pairs of lines and angles. This is a continuation of what we talked about yesterday when we learned about all of our different angle pairs. Our goal for today is to simply review the 6 special angle pairs that we talked about and the transversal lines, go over vocabulary, make sure that you have a good understanding of all of that. So let's jump right into these review questions. So these first questions here, they are asking us just about finding different angles. So remember all of the things that we know. The first thing that I want to go over are these couple questions that we have over on the side. It says, how many degrees are in a straight line? That's a really important fact that you have to always make sure that you keep in mind. Remember, that's 180 degrees in a straight line. And then another thing that you want to remember is angles that point at each other. Those guys right there, those are called vertical angles. And remember, vertical angles are always equal. So the nice thing about those is a lot of times you don't even have calculations that you need to do. You can just figure out what those angle measures are. So the first thing that I want to do here is look at letter A, and notice that they give you this 110 degrees right here, and we have to figure out how the other angle measures would be. And the first thing I notice is that angle 2 points right at the 110, so I know that that guy right there has to simply be 110 degrees. And then the other thing that I notice is that angle 1 is right next to 110, and that automatically makes angle 1 70 degrees. How do I get that? Simply take 180 minus 110 and 70 degrees there. And then here's my other vertical angle. Angle 3 turns out to be 70 degrees. What I'd like you to do is take a quick second, pause the video, and finish up this one, and I'll give you those answers in just a sec. All right, so for picture B here, the couple things that I noticed that I have these 2 angles that point right at each other. That means that angle 2 has to be 50 degrees. And then the other thing that I notice is that we have another linear pair. These 2 guys right here, they have to be 180 degrees to each other. That makes angle 3 130 degrees. And angle 1 also 130 degrees, another linear pair, or another pair of vertical angles, 130 and 130. Then let's jump down to this next section here. It says, how do you tell what kind of lines are shown? And that's just simply a matter of looking at the notation. So in question C, the thing that I notice is that we have the arrows. Those are parallel lines. So we could say, if we gave this guy a little m, we could say that M is parallel to L. Let me write that a little bit better. If we look at question D, now we have that little box in there, and that is telling us that this guy right here is 90 degrees. So that would tell us that M is perpendicular to L. Those are perpendicular lines. All right, we're going to have you pause, and then we'll start in with some practice.